Wow, that was fast. Just like that, you're live. So that's not live. We'll find out though. Oh, I got an ad. Let me know if I'm live. Oh. Myself. Oh. Oh. My phone is also playing the stream. How crazy. Hold on, Dragon. Is it done being crazy? Let's find out. Go on my laptop, but we're live. Okay, I think it's done. The phone was like broadcasting the live and playing it back or something. Hold on 1 second. I gotta set the acoustic down. Put this back up here. See my cool red basketball shorts. Okay. Hey dudes and dudettes. I might hear the weirdest sound right now. What's up, brother? If you guys see me look down over here, I can see the chat much better over here. Hey, Ryan! I was just laughing, Ryan, at your video you posted on Instagram. You hid some guy. I was like, hey, I just did that a minute ago. Someone was saying stupid stuff. And I'm like, well, then you're out of here, man. Dude, Ryan, I saw you're closing in on 100K. That's amazing. Doesn't it seem like it was just yesterday we were hanging out at Sweetwater? Hanging out. And remember how hot it was and awful? Sweetwater's not awful. The heat was awful. What guitar is that? So this is a Martin HD28. Dude, congratulations on 80K. That is amazing. I don't think there's a single YouTuber who I've ever seen work harder than Ryan at events, at NAMM shows. It's funny, I got one of the Starcasters. You might not even remember it, but I remember me and you were talking about the Starcasters at Summer NAMM 2-3 years ago or something. So that's awesome, man. Ryan's a machine when he's doing these videos at these shows. It's wild. It makes me feel incredibly lazy as I just kind of like stumble around and I'm like, that looks cool. Anyways, how are you guys all doing? Check it out, as always. Adult sippy cup. Oh, it's dripping. It's so hot outside. I went the double pink edition this time. There's probably like a ant or something in here. Some extra protein. Hey, Kathy. Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, I was originally shooting that way, but the neighbors are doing stuff in their backyard, and I'm like, well, they probably don't want to be unknowingly in a random YouTube live stream. So I flipped it around this way. Some Carolina bluegrass. I mean, I wish I could. If my dad was here, he could certainly get the bluegrass a moving. I've always been really bad at bluegrass. Even though I grew up listening to a lot of it and all that stuff, but man, I'm no bluegrass player, that's for sure. I got like a little chair here with like all my stuff. No capo. Capo denied. Capos are cool. They're fun to mess around with, but I don't think there's a better sound than an uncapoed acoustic, you know, in the realm of acoustic, because it just sounds so big. You are the country ripping guy. You know what? I do fancy me some country. You know, my home's in rock and roll, but I definitely love to jam some country. Never been a capo fan. Love the string sound. Yeah, same here. I like the capo sound because sometimes you need it. A capo can be really inspiring because you can take the same old idea that you normally do, and you know, suddenly new ideas and all that stuff come out of it. Hold on one second here. I'm gonna plug my phone in. There we go. Should be good to go now. Robert, nice backyard, thank you. What was the one I'm trying to think of? I can't think of it. The wind is like picking up, getting a little bit crazy. Me and Gabby were just talking. The hostas, we needed to like divide them out this year, and we didn't get a chance to. And look at them. They're enormous. Enormous. We have to do it next year. Yeah, Billy Strings is amazing. Martin Taylor Gibson, you know, with acoustics, I'm definitely a Martin guy. Hence the Martin in hand. I've never owned a Gibson acoustic. My wife has a really nice Taylor. She also has one of these HD28s. And I mean, I've played some stuff like some doves and you know, hummingbirds, and great. But you know, they didn't. Most of the time, I want it to sound like a Martin. is really what it comes down to. So I'd say I'm pretty well set in the realm of acoustics with a good old Martin. Those plants are beautiful. Ah, thank you, man. You should see my wife. I don't think you can see it. With a backyard tour, she made these things, that pole, and they're old Jack Daniel barrels that were cut in half, and she did all that stuff. So she's quite handy with all the greenery. I shouldn't have taken the phone off the thing though, because now look, I got too much going on. There we go. Now the other neighbors are out in their yard. I gotta try to keep them out of the stream too. Anyways, how is everybody doing? My dad fought outlaws to death here in Mexico. His deeds have been silent. The great man. Wow, that's crazy. Ryan, you guys have a trampoline? Yeah, man, it's been getting some action this year. I always laugh because my son, we got new neighbors, and they moved in, and they have a boy that's the exact same age as Mason. So they're like, you know, instantly best buddies. But our yard connects with 4 other yards, and they're all kids Mason's age, and they literally like just run around all summer long, bouncing around between the yards. Our yard's the one with the trampoline, and then he goes over to Stefan's, and that's the yard with the pool. And they're always playing baseball over at Emery's, and they go and they have Nerf wars at Claire and Daniel. It's just funny. They're just, you know, all constantly. That's what they do. all day, every day, and it's just nice because we all know each other, so the kids just kind of have free reign, and no one ever has food at their house because, well, they just eat it all. What is that song? Just breathe. It's something like that. It's what is that? It's an old Faith Hill song. Sounds like it, anyways. I live fairly close to the Martin factory. Wow, I'd love to go to the Martin factory. To go on a tour, but I know it will be a very expensive trip. Yeah, for real, man. End up walking out of there with, you know, D28, 00018s. Sorry, my phone is like randomly like going to sleep. I don't know why. Free range kids, right? It's really what it is. Free range, grass fed, you know. G is a tad flat. It is a little bit, isn't it? Alright, well, I just have it sitting in the sun. Man, good ears over there. Hey, Adam. Can you guys hear it okay? The wind is really just picked up and kind of going crazy. So, I remember the last time I did one of these, the birds were like insane. I listened back to kind of hear how the acoustic sounded, and I couldn't get over how loud the birds were. It's crazy. On acoustic. Yeah, no, I love acoustic, you know. I mean, I'm totally an electric guy, but I knew, I was like, you know, I just gotta get like a nice acoustic that I like to play, and that's this one for sure. Audio is fine. Yeah, it's just on my phone, so I don't think I'll tap it anymore. But oddly enough, I don't have any chat on my phone. Tune up to the birds. And it was funny, we were sitting out here the other night, and there was this bird that was super loud in the trees, and I had my acoustic, and it was just like, woo! And I was like mimicking the birds, like the notes that they were playing. It was actually really interesting because it was like, and then another one would be like down here like, these crazy birds were just like chatting back and forth, and I was just trying to play chords and mimic what they were doing. Good exercise for your ear. Play Blue on Black by Kenny Wayne Shepherd, Kenny Chesney. Is that it? I don't think I've ever learned that song. It's something like that. It's when I've always like heard it, and like, you know, you can hear like exactly what the song is as soon as you hear it. And I've always just assumed it was just D, C, and G. Birdsong E minor. You know what's funny is they were the birds were singing in A major. I mean, it was just all in A. Like I could like, you know, strum an A, and they were just like, I don't know if you can hear them. Oh, they're far away. I can't hear them good enough. No. Cool jams in G minor. What song is it? What song is that? Who knows it? There we go. It kind of doesn't have a ZZ Top sound, does it? But it's Take Your Whiskey Home. Some good old Van Halen. What's your opinion on David Gilmour? I mean, obviously, Gilmour's a legend. You know, incredible songwriter and composer. I've never been a huge Gilmour fan, though, to be honest. You know, I know so many people list him as such a huge influence on them, and I'm like, man, you know, I could never really get into Pink Floyd. A lot of people ask me to play Pink Floyd stuff. I'm like, I could never get into it. Sebastian, is that a Hey, good eye. It is an HD28. Yes, sir. So, I think anyone who wants the D28, which is what I was originally wanting to get, should think about trying an HD28. Listen to it. They sound different. Same body size, you know, same everything, really. Just that scalp bracing and stuff in there. It changes a little bit. Know any Creed? I don't remember anything past that. So, quick question for you guys, because my phone just went to sleep again. Does the live stream cut out when my phone goes to sleep? But yeah, man, it's been so long since I played that. No, it doesn't cut out. Okay, that's cool. Have you ever played a Resonator? No, I haven't. I've never played a Resonator. I'd love to get one. I keep seeing a lot of people playing the Mule Resonators. Those are really cool. I don't think I would use it enough to necessarily justify spending the money on one of those at that level. But I was looking at Dan Electro has like a Resonator style, and I was kind of like, oh, that might be kind of cool. You know, it'll give me the vibe at least. I pick you to win, please. You want the Dan Electro so badly. What? I appreciate you wanting it, man. The Dan Electros are great. You know, it's funny as these contests go on. This is not directed at you in any way, because you know the winners are just chosen at random. But each one, there's more and more kind of like sore losers involved and getting upset that they didn't win and all this kind of stuff. And I'm just like, hey, man, if you listen. You have, overall, you know, no skin in the game, really. You know, I understand it takes time to watch the video, so I'm not trying to discredit that by any means, because I appreciate everyone's time. But, you know, you don't have to go like a bunch of pages and all that kind of stuff. You just leave a comment and subscribe, and it doesn't cost a penny. So to me, to get upset that if you don't win, I'm just kind of like, why? You didn't lose anything either. So you kind of did win. Think about like betting or buying a lottery ticket or something like that, you know, like that, you know, if you don't win, you lose. So I'm gonna probably say something in the next video and just be like, man, if you can't handle losing, then you know you can't handle winning either, so just don't enter. Tell him, yeah. Shout, I'm getting started on a rant. Upset about not winning, need a serious counseling. I know, right? Yeah, it is. Sorry, James. It is a Martin. It's HD28. Dig the vibe. Gotta love summertime. Yeah. It's funny. I went outside earlier, and it was nice, clouded over. I'm like, oh wow, the temperature really dropped. And then I got everything all out here, and like the sun came back out, and it's just smoking hot. I'm like, oh, maybe this is a mistake, but it kind of cleared it back up now. But it's been cloudy for a little bit, so the temperature dropped back down a little bit. Philippe says, today I learned the 5 shapes of the pentatonic, and I just started playing like a new person. Wow, that's amazing, man. I mean, it's such a powerful tool, just those 5 shapes, you know. And if you're not already doing it, make sure you practice things like, sorry, it's a semester. Stan Phillips, it's not like you charge $1 to enter the giveaway. How can you lose, right? Yeah, exactly. Hey, like I said, you know, even if you don't win, you don't lose. So, but anyways, the 5 shapes. Yeah, one of the things I always tell people, take those 5 shapes of the pentatonic scale. So say we're working in A minor, you know, just like that. Sorry, I'm making sure my phone doesn't go to sleep. And so you got your scales. You know, you're playing the boxes and all that kind of stuff. Work on taking the top part of your scale of each box and do the octaves. So start in box 1, go to box 2. I'm on acoustic, so I'm running out of space. Box 5, you know, box 4. It's like the worst blues lick I've ever played in my life. I have a hard time doing that stuff with a thin pick. You know, acoustic I do more strumming, but if I do try to do any single note stuff, man, that thin pick just tears me up. I can't handle it. There's so much. There's like such a delay from the time I hit the note and the response. I'm just so used to thick picks. Oh wow, Brad. Thank you very much, man. He says, how about some Wanted Dead or Alive intro on that thing? I don't know if I know the other one. How's it go? Another thing I don't think I've ever like really learned the right way. How'd it go? Is that it? No. Okay, because he's just walking on the D scale. It's close, right? I never play out of the key of D, so I'm like so sketchy at it. Whoa, crazy ant. Something like that, right? Yeah, I don't think, I think the only thing I ever learned from Wanted Dead or Alive was the solo. And I don't have space to. I don't remember that either. It was just, I remember that was in like a guitar magazine at one point, and I was just like, oh yeah, that thing's sweet. And it was like such an easy solo. It's kind of easy, you know. I think it sounds easy, and then you go to actually play it, and you're like, oh, there's actually like a lot of like subtlety inside of that solo that you gotta work out. You just can't, you know, wing it all the time. Richie's a good guitar player. I think he gets overlooked sometimes because he's not always, you know, flying around shredding. But Sambora's really, really good. It's not just like Phil. I mean, Richie. Do I know any Rush? No, I don't. I'm just joking. Oh, sorry. There it is. A little bit of Rush, not much. What is the procedure to play scales on a guitar? I mean, honestly, you just kind of start. I don't know if there's necessarily a procedure, but pick a key that you play all the time. So maybe you play acoustic, and you know G is probably the big acoustic key, and learn your G major scale. Sorry. You know, learn that and learn it in one position like that, and get to where you can actually play it through it pretty quickly. Not quickly, but fluidly. You know, fluidity, without mess ups. You know, whatever the word is I'm trying to say. Okay, and then learn the next position up of it. Now you got to remember, same with your pentatonic scale. Some people get confused because they're like, well, why does, you know, box 2, it doesn't start on an A note anymore. It's like, well, it doesn't start on the same note, but it's actually still the same 5 notes, just constantly played in different orders. So if we play through this, you can learn your next pattern of the scale, which is going to open up more of your fingerboard. So you go, okay? There's the next shape of G major, at least the way that I learn them, the way that I envision them in this 3-note per string style. Okay? Get to where you can do that one without any mistakes. Okay? Now move up to learn the next shape. And once you get 2 or 3 of them down, get to where you can interchange things. What I mean by that is be able to jump out of one pattern. You don't want to get locked into just playing one shape all the time. Start in one shape and transition out of it like that. That is what I have, not to like be all pluggy, but the new course I'm working on, which is about being able to navigate the fretboard, you know, in the terms of a scale. That's what this literally the whole course is about, is all these different ways of learning how to navigate the scale, because so many people learn the scale and they get locked into one place, and I'm like, oh, well, do this and do this and do this, and this is how you get to where whenever you're playing G major, you know, to me, ideally, once you learn the scale, you should be able to play anywhere without any hesitation. Just like you think G major, like that's the key I'm thinking of, you know, not including in necessarily how I'm thinking of triads and inversions and all that kind of stuff, but just the scale shape. Oh, sorry. You know, I'm not hesitating or thinking of anything. Just all G major. Now, no one really wants to hear that, but I feel like having that familiarity. Wow, I'm just all the words that I don't know how to pronounce. But being that familiar with the fretboard allows you to be much more free to do all these other things, you know, which to me are very musical. You know, doing all those little like funky things, like it's because I'm just seeing the notes and I know where to go. You know, all over the place, where you're just kind of like, oh, okay, well, what if I did? You know, I'm gonna leave the G open. Words are hard. Words are hard. That's why I play guitar. Hey Robert, have you played a deluxe Telecaster, the one with the humbucker and Les Paul knobs on it? I have not with a humbucker, but I have my Friedman Vintage T, which is basically a deluxe with P90s. So I really love the layout of a deluxe, but I don't think I've ever played one with humbuckers. Thing's sweating, so I'm trying not to get it to drip on the guitar. Play some Jimi Hendrix. His stuff is hard to play on YouTube. They're so strict about it. Let's do it anyways. Just joking, I don't actually know how to play that one. I don't know a lot of like Hendrix songs I think that would translate well to acoustic. I mean, they're like very electric songs. You know, it's like you want to hear that on acoustic, you want to hear that on electric with fuzz and, you know, distortion and feedback. Oh. I can't even remember how to play Little Wing. Man. How'd it go? That is the biggest ant ever. Look at that thing. Can't remember it right now. Yeah, Hendrix stuff is hard to play. I don't think anybody really gets his bounce and swing. You know, SRV did a really good job, but you know, Hendrix definitely has this funky timing about the way he plays. Yeah, the timing is weird. Yep. And I've never been like a Hendrix, you know, aficionado, to where I just kind of like learned bits and pieces of his stuff, and never really went down that rabbit hole of just like learning everything Hendrix ever did, or really trying to get his tones right and all that stuff. I have friends who have, and they do such a good job at it. And maybe I should, because they all sound a lot better than I do. It must just be the chord of the day. Like A minor 7. Unrelated to music, but who's your favorite comedian? Favorite comedian? You know who I had never watched any of their stuff. I knew he was a comedian forever, but then I finally watched one of his like Netflix specials, and I was like, he is funny. He's totally funny. Was Joe Rogan. You know, I'd never watched any of it. This is like a couple years ago, and I'd never watched any of his, you know, comedy stuff because I was always like, you know, he's always so just like chill when he's talking in his podcast and all that stuff. But then live, I was like, oh wow, he's like way more animated and like all that kind of stuff. And I was like, yeah, he's actually funny. I had no clue. So I don't know if he'd be my favorite, but I was definitely surprised that he was so funny. Wow, Oakworm, thank you so much again. This chord is just dedicated to you. My guitar's out of tune. Let me dedicate an in tune chord to you. I gotta watch the time. We're going to the drive-ins. Can't wait. How many people? Raise your hands. Who still has drive-ins where you guys are? But yes, Oakworm, thank you very much. This is the chord I was trying to play to dedicate to you. You can't stop us? Look at that. Oh, big stretch. Man. All thumbs today. I need to cut my fingernails. Is that your favorite acoustic? This is my only acoustic, so yes, it is coincidentally also my favorite acoustic. It's always the first one I grab. Plays on bluegrass. Everyone wants me to play bluegrass. I am not your guy for bluegrass. Because I wish my dad was here. Man, he'd tear up some bluegrass for you. No stairway, no more than words. How's it go? Stairway. Oh. Sorry, I was trying to look at the chat and play this at the same time. And it wasn't going so well. There's a lady in the show, all that glitters is... Oh, no. There's a lady in the show, all that glitters is gold, and she's buying the stairway. Stream instantly taken down. Oh, Grumpy Mike Guitar for the tone jar. Thank you, man. There's never any obligation for anyone to super chat. I appreciate it though. Rarely get to catch you live. Glad I did today. Well, I'm glad you made it here, Grumpy Mike. I am very glad. Thank you very much, man. Wow, and then right under you and Bruce, back to back. Thank you, Bruce. He says, here's a couple bucks so you can get your own Sippy cup just for the show. I remember you talking about it last week. Look at this, man. I got one right here. Everybody, and there's almost never any available. Both Gabby and Mason have discovered how awesome these things are, and they take them all the time now. Steve from Boston. Wish he'd give this time back. He came in when Stairway was happening. Oh no. Oh man. I was, I woke up this morning and then I, got on YouTube and there's like a notification. I'm like, Steve, what time were you live last night, man? It had to have been like super late because we watched, UFC 263. Good card. Early prelims were pretty good. Prelims were good, and then the main card was good. Thought it was really good. Hello from Cleveland. Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry, I forgot. I didn't even see what anyone said. I'm very sorry. Mention you. Oh, hello. You've been mentioned. Who else still has drive-in theaters where you live? Because we're going tonight. I don't know how many times we've went this year so far. Broken arm was nasty. Yeah, you know what's funny, Oakworm? His arm wasn't broken. Did you know that? I don't know if you watched the post-fight. Dana was talking about that. It looked like a broken arm, right? The ref, and I love that Dana made the joke too, because I was thinking the same thing. I was like, man, how did the ref, for one, not say, I was like, who is he? Like Steve Mazzagatti? He's just like horrible reffing. Like, not see some, if you know what we're talking about. Last night in the UFC, the one guy got the other guy, and it was an arm bar, and it looked like it broke his arm. Like his arm was literally just like rubber flopping around, and it turns out it was just dislocated. So, but it looked nasty. It looked bad, and I mean, the ref didn't stop it, and I was just like, man, how can a person's arm that, like, his arm was like this and it would bend all the way over here. It was just like flopping back and forth. I'm like, how do you not see that? But anyone who watches UFC and knows who Steve Mazzagatti is, you will get the reference. Hi from London. Hi, Ian. Hi from good old Ohio. Dislocated arm. Yeah, I'm sure it's not. I've never had a dislocated arm, but that's good, I suppose. It probably still didn't feel too good. Yeah, no, it definitely, I would assume, did not feel good. But yeah, I mean, he's definitely very lucky that it was just dislocated and not broken. I mean, imagine how long it would take for someone to like snap your arm that way. Man, it would take a year or more to heal. Thanks for the info on Joe Rogan. That caught me off guard. Yeah, it caught me off guard too. I was just like bored one time and he had like a new Netflix special. I was like, I always hear him talk about being a comedian, and I finally watched one. I'm like, oh, this is actually very funny. A very funny fellow. How about some good old Dave Matthews? What's the song I'm thinking of? How's it go? Let me try to remember this. How's that go? It's Crash, but is that the chord? Man, how does that go? Got your ball, you've got your chain. Man, I'm so close. I can hear it. It is open A? There it is. Okay. My guitar guitar keeps going out of tune. I got it now. Man, talk about a song I learned a long time ago. That was one my mom always wanted me to learn. She always was listening to Dave Matthews. I remember I finally learned it, and I was like, oh wow, like Dave Matthews stuff, man, it's not easy. There it is. Okay, yep, I got it now. Yep, that's it. Man, I keep hitting the wrong strings. Something like that. After Crash and Slash, Johnny Cash. We're trying to learn. Satellite's tough too. It just wears your hand out. You know, that weird kind of like, it's just like all those sus2 chords. All that stuff. There you go. Da, 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 da. Such a good riff. Opinion on Greta Van Fleet? I think they're great. You know, I definitely don't understand all the hate for them. Hello there. Wow. That dude in the background. Everyone, you know, it's funny, every stream someone says that. Want to mess with the kids? Throw out some Jim Crochet, Larry Brown music. Good love music. I don't even know who any of those people are. Man. Amp you most want? I just like an old, like, you know, JTM or something like that. Other than that, I'm really not amp hunting. There's a couple of guitars I want. I've been selling a couple of guitars. I just sold the 76 Custom Les Paul. I have 2 guitars left that I'm gonna sell. I just haven't had time to post them yet and all that stuff. And yeah, just trying to save up for a couple of them that I'm really wanting. Watching from my backyard to your backyard. Came over from Pete Thorne's Sunday Live. Hey, I was watching Pete a little bit ago when I was in the car, driving. So he was talking, getting nerdy about pickups, you know, on Nico's 5s and 3s and 29s. I'm excited. He's going to be in a, it's funny he's doing all these EVH videos because I have some EVH videos that I'm working on. And I was like, dude, where are you doing this pickup video? And then I was asking him, I was like, well, hey, would you okay to like play a couple a couple riffs in a EVH video I'm doing? He's like, sure. So you'll be seeing Pete back on the channel playing some Van Halen. I actually need to, now that I say that, I need to get a hold of Andy and ask him too. Well, I thought it would be great to have in the EVH video. Can I shred on it? Definitely not with this pick. Not with a thin pick. I cannot. There you go. That was shredding, right? How's it go? Trying to remember it. Phone did go to sleep. It probably did stop the stream. Trying to remember the and then what's the last thing? That's what it is. Okay, so it goes. Nope. Ah, I messed it up. Ah. Man, I ramble on. Can't play it, but I all I can say is I got to hear, I won't say who I got it from or anything about that because I can't say who I got it from, but I got to hear the actual tracks to Ramble On, like the legit files, every track. There are so many cool, it was like blowing my mind getting to hear how many things of like these hidden layers in that I never even noticed that were in there before, and now I hear them. I wish I could do a video about it and all that kind of stuff, but I can't. Like I said, it was done very secretly that I got to hear this stuff. But there's like this part where you can hear Page tuning, like he's just tuning up his guitar in the middle of the song, and there's just so many like crazy things I never heard. It has all the tracks, but like I said, I can't show it to anyone. I can't say how I even got it, but man, it was incredible. I was totally geeking out because it has all it's all the, like I said, tracks of everyone, not just Page. Like it's John Paul Jones, John Bonham, Robert Plant. So I'm in there in Logic, like adding different reverbs to Page's voice and all this different, or not Page's voice, but Plant's voice, and adding like flanger to Page's guitar on certain parts. I'm like, whoa, this is so cool. So it would, yeah. I shouldn't. I mean, I'm hearing the like digital, it converted the digital version of the stuff. So I didn't have it on actual tape or anything like that. But there it is. Okay. I think I got it. Let's see if I can get through this one time in a row because I always forget this song. that next part. Still awesome. So much good Zeppelin acoustic. Yeah. Oh man. How's that? I'm trying to remember how that goes. Something like that, right? Ah, you seem to do. Wow. Album or some tracks line. I do have one EP on iTunes and all that stuff. It's called just my name, but then the album's called 12 Notes, 6 Strings, 1 Life. Very creative title, right? But yeah, that is it's on iTunes and whatever other streaming services. I don't even know what all it's on, but I think it's on everything. Better title than Nashville Noises. I don't even know what that is. Nashville Noises. What other things do you love besides guitar? You know, I don't really have too many hobbies. As sad as that might sound. You know, it's this weird, like, guitar is your job, but it's also your hobby situation. So it's just guitar, like 24/7 for me. My wife always is like, she says, like, you're weird, like, how are you not tired of it by now? Because she does, you know, she has lots of different hobbies. She was hoping to, I think we're going to the drive-ins tonight. Mason, they're playing a movie he's been waiting to watch. But she does all kinds of stuff. She does, like, astrophotography. It's really, like, crazy. It's, like, mind-blowing, the stuff that she takes pictures of like galaxies, and I can't remember what the one thing was. She was just working on a picture she had taken last year. But anyways, it's just super crazy stuff. She has to have all these programs for it, and then she edits it down, and then you can see the stars, different, like, it's wild. I have no clue how to do it, but yeah, I'm pretty lame, you know. I just do the one thing. I can't think of anything else that I do, really. Play guitar, make YouTube videos. About it. Oh, Buzz Wilson, what's happening, buddy? Thank you for the super chat, man. He said, love to catch... Sorry, this thing's going to sleep again. Love to catch a live version. Any thoughts on restarting Sky Blessings? No, not really. I'm trying to think. I've thought about maybe not. So here's the issue. Obviously, time is the huge issue right now with my son, who, you know, he's 9 now, so he has his own schedule of, like, needs to be here doing this, doing that, and he has baseball. Look, there's my wife. What is she doing? Get Mason. Watch. Mason played. Sorry, they were laughing at me through the door, but he can come say hi. You want to come say hi? Oh my God! All of them. Don't knock over my cup. Sippy cut. Come here. Look. Show him your arm. I was just telling him how you were playing baseball. He got hit 4 times yesterday. Show him your arm. Look at that. It's not as bad as we thought, huh? Packard escaped. Come here, pups. Look. He's not gonna listen to you. Look, tell him hi.
Hi. I want to go play on trampoline. No.
Go. He can go outside. I'm getting ready to end it anyways. I've been on for an hour. What's done is done. Look at him. He's just like doing what he wants. Get out of here, you flea bag. Oh man. Yeah. Anyways, I should probably hop off here. Got to get ready for the movies. You should see the setup that we do for the movies. We take the hatch thing off my truck, and then, like, I told him, I'm like, why don't we just get like an inflatable mattress to put in the back of the truck? No. What we have to do is take all the couch cushions off that we have, every pillow that we have in the house, and just like, and rig the back of the truck up to this like ultimate drive-in movie like ready situation. So we've mastered it by this point. You know, we've been going to the same drive-in place for, I don't even know, a lot longer than Mason's been alive. I mean, I've been going there since I was a teenager. But instead of get a futon again. Well, yeah, so we thought about doing that too, but no, they like to make it the complex puzzle system that we have to do. So anyways, Mason, do a flip for him. What could go wrong with this, right? Nice. Even better than I thought it would be. All right, anyways, I'm gonna hop off here. I'm surprised it lasted an hour without the hoodlums running wild. Thank you guys all so much for hanging out with me. All the super chats. Just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Real quick. Hang, have fun, driving. Yeah, looking forward to it, man. It's cooling off. It's gonna be a good one tonight. So I gotta go make sure we got batteries in the radio. So have a great night, everyone. Should be a normal video. Gabby's feeling a lot better now, so I think we'll be back to doing the 2 videos next week. And I think that's it. So peace out, guys. I'll see you all later. Bye, homies.